Welcome back, everyone! This is Journitis bringing you Pandemicraft Season 4.
Yeah.
Today we are starting on episode 16, and today I have made a small space. I moved the coke oven one to the left and left the blast furnace here on the right. I thought about moving it over, but I kind of like the idea of having this open space in between. Now, some people might look at this space and know exactly what I'm about to do, but for those of you who don't, I'm not telling. You'll have to see when I get it done. The coke, the coke oven. I went ahead and put the liquid transfer node on the back here, and I'm just voiding the creosote oil at this point. Let's face it, I've got 2 barrels of 256 buckets, and then I've got 2 portable tanks with 32 buckets each. So, how many buckets is that, Max?
I'm sorry, I wasn't paying strict attention.
It's 500 and 12. You know what? I don't care. I'm not. Why do I keep doing that to myself? Hey, I'm gonna do math on camera.
So
No.
what were the numbers?
256 times 2 plus
512
right
plus
plus 64.
uh 576.
576 buckets of creosote oil. I think we can void the rest. So, anyway, so I wasn't planning on recording again for a little while, but unfortunately we don't really have that option right now. Um, our chest is filling up, and our auto processing is about to stop auto processing. Um, as you can see, we have quite a bit of stuff here, and I need to do something about it. Now, I could take these tiny dusts out, convert them into big dusts, and give myself a lot more room there, but why do I want to do that by myself? We have things that'll do that for us, right? Right? Yeah, that's of course right. So I want to go ahead and start processing this down into ingots, and that way I can leave this running for a day or two, and I'll just come back to a bunch of processed ingots. At least I think that will be
Oh,
preferable, shall we say.
sounds like a fair idea.
Yeah, well, I mean, if I didn't record now and I was off for a couple of days, I would come back to this chest being full, these being completely backlogged and not doing anything, and our barrels would be overflowing because you're probably going to keep the turtles running consistently. So we'll just constantly have income but no outgo. So that doesn't work very well. Okay, that being said, you might notice that I have my Thaumonomicon out. Well, as before, the first 5 episodes were magic. First 5 episodes were tech. Second 5 were magic. Third 5 were tech. So now we're going to go ahead and head back into the magic section. We did the tech section of the ore processing. So now we're going to swap out and we're going to start with the magic part of the ore processing. I like the idea of crossing the two. Realistically, there's actually more than one reason for this. First reason is because I want to cross between tech and magic. The mods in this pack seem to be focused either magic or tech. You have to go through all of the magic mods to advance in the magic mods. You have to go through all of the tech mods to advance in the tech mods. But it doesn't make you cross between tech and magic, so I want to on my own. Second reason is because I added a bunch more MFEs here. Okay? And we actually are just barely breaking even. We're draining down most of these. Okay. Oh wait, those are full. How are those full and the others aren't? That's interesting. Anyway, these were all pretty much empty, so I had to take out the overclockers to keep this stuff functioning without completely draining all of the power. Because if it drains all of the power, then we can't use our manual machines either. So we want to do the processing without infringing on the power any more than we already have. So without further ado, we are going to go ahead and get this going. All right, so the first thing we're going to need to do is this diamond chest is going to be replaced with an ender chest. Now, I could actually pipe these items out and move them over, using pipes, but I'm just going to use an ender chest in this case. But before we can do that, we need to find a way to convert the tiny piles into big piles without having to do it by hand. I also don't want to do it that in a way that's going to use any kind of power. So I was looking up the portal guns because having to go down and check on the bots over and over again is being annoying. The portal gun is actually not that bad except for the miniature black hole, and it requires a pellet of RTG, which is made of plutonium and stuff. So that's what I was looking at. We're going to have to do something about that. So we'll probably, when we get done with the magic section this time, we'll probably go back to tech and do some nuclear stuff or something of that nature. But that's neither here nor there. Crap, I just drew a blank. Right, we want to automatically change the tiny piles of dust into big piles of dust. And we happen to have this auto workbench. The auto workbench actually isn't very difficult, and it is basically free auto crafting. You make it and it functions, okay? So we have two stone gears and a crafting table. Stone gear is cobble around wood. Wood is sticks. So let's go ahead and make a bunch of these. Do we have a bunch of planks over here? Yes, we do. Sweet. Okay, so let's get a bunch of sticks. Max, what are the primary ores we have to deal with?
Let's see, gold, iron,
What
copper,
primary ores?
tin.
Oh, yeah. All right. Lead and silver. Well, I know we have gold, copper, and silver so far that we need to deal with. So we need at least 3. But I'm going to assume that we're going to need more than that. We'll have to add onto it as time goes by. So I'm just going to make, like, all of these. And, I mean, it's free auto crafting. If we ever want to make something automatically, all we have to do is just, do this. So I think that would actually not be a bad idea. So I'm going to make excess of these, and I'm not going to feel bad. It's really annoying that the achievements reset. Uh-oh.
Yes.
What did I... Oh, it's like this, isn't it? Yes, there we go. Okay, so I made 16 of these. Now, I didn't play with these a little bit beforehand, but I need to figure out how they work exactly. Basically, you put in a recipe and it automatically works. There's no power or anything, but I don't know what it takes to pump items in and out of it. I'm going to assume that in the top and out the bottom is the way this is supposed to work. But just for fun, let's put one right here. Let's grab a tiny pile of gold, and let's... Alright, there we go. And then we put this here, and it should actually just go ahead and function. Now, this is a rather slow process, but that's okay because we're actually, making the tiny piles is actually kind of slow. So I'm not really worried about them backlogging too much. Now, my backlog is going to be a problem. I'll have to do a lot of this stuff manually for starters, but we'll have to figure the rest of that out. Let me grab 2 hoppers. Hoppers are going to be the easiest way to check this. Okay, I have 1 hopper, and we'll just make do. So before I go trying to put this in place, I should actually make sure this is going to function the way I think it will. That is not what I meant to do. Okay, did this actually make one? Okay, this did actually make one, so let's just place it underneath. Okay, so it can be removed from the bottom. Did it retain its recipe, or do I have to program it again? It did not retain its recipe, otherwise it would show it separately. Okay, take that, and that. And... Booyah. Perfect. And it starts processing automatically. So yeah, this is going to be exactly what we need. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to come up over here. And I'm going to need to build some stairs, temporary stairs. And we're going to bring the... yeah, this will work. This will work. I think we can work with this. All right, so let's get up here. All right, so we're going to put... Let's see, we'll put the ender chest right there. And then we'll have this row right here will be for the pipes. And then we will have... Yes. We'll have this row be for the auto crafters. And I can add to this as necessary. And let's put the auto crafters in place. And... Okay, I probably should have done this a little bit differently, but... Cool. And then underneath, we'll have another set of pipes. Max, I'm going to need retrievers. Yeah, retrievers will be the best way to do this. Let's see. We need them to be specific, though. Filter options, blacklist, no. Filter options, blacklist, metadata. Metadata, I think that'll actually work. Extraction rate 2 seconds, max size 16, extracts from a single slot. Extracts from a single slot. I don't know if that's going to be relevant. Oh, extracts from multiple slots. Actually, you know what? Do we have enough Enderium where you can make me, like 5 batches? We'll need, 10 Enderium. More like 12 Enderium. Do we have that much?
I'd have to look. I'm not sure.
Alright, do me a favor and take a look real quick. Well, I know we have at least one of these set up, so I'm going to go ahead and get the initial setup done on this.
Okay.
Let's see. Green, blue, blue, or lime, blue, blue will be our transport chest.
And you're just talking about the Enderium.
What?
Just Enderium or the Retriever?
Yeah, can you make me 5 sets? If they come in sets of 2, I want some resonant retrievers. If you can make me, realistically, we probably only need 4, maybe 5 of those, but let's make a couple extras just to be safe. And wait, why am I taking so many of these? I'm a doofus. That's why. Okay, we need this, this, and this. And we're going to put that, that, and that. And we're going to keep one of each for the retrievers to function. And then we're going to need some tubes. That's a filter. Retriever. Bingo. We're going to use the retrievers because the retrievers will pull from the chest instead of the chest exporting, because we don't want the chest to export. We want the retrievers to pull specific items into these, because otherwise we'd have this export and then we'd have to have a filter for each one of these, and I don't want to deal with that. So retriever, retriever, and retriever. And then this one is going to be gold. I don't know how I keep managing to do that. Alright, this one is going to be copper. And this one is going to be silver. Excellent. All right, now this one is going to be whitelist. Wait a minute. Yeah, this one is going to be whitelisted silver tiny dusts. Use metadata because the silver dust is 4108:4. This is :1. This is :2. So using metadata, we're going to ignore, and we should see this pop over there and start to function. Sweet. That is perfect. All right, this one is copper. Whitelist copper. Go. And you. Whitelist gold. And go. Alright, so these are all functioning. Now, like I said, I'll have to add more as time goes by, and I'll do a bunch of this stuff manually for now. We'll clear out the backlog manually, but from here forward, the auto will work out just nicely. Alright. Alright, so we're going to put this over here. Oh, hey, I didn't know those would connect to that. Let's not. It would be a lot nicer if I could actually work on the level that I'm working on here. Actually, you know what? That's a good point. I can always cut this down in a minute. Alright, good. So that's going to work out that way. And then I'm going to need some servos. These servos won't matter what kind they are, so any kind of servo will do.
Did you get something in your inventory?
Servos. No.
Oh.
Nope. So these servos will pull everything and anything, because it doesn't matter. The only thing that's ever going to be in here is the large dusts. So that means that these will just pull the large dusts out when they have somewhere to go. So ignore empty blacklist, ignore empty blacklist, ignore empty blacklist. So yes. So that will then pull out those dusts when it has a place to put them. So proof of concept, let's just put, sure, we'll put a hopper there. Did you guys know that you can do that with hoppers? You can actually export to them. Hey, didn't I break that? Yeah, there we go. So now, bingo, baby. It won't move them very often, but it will go ahead and move them. Yeah, these servos are meant to be slow. Excellent. That is greatness. You know what? Let's go ahead and clear some space over here. And these can continue to process while I am doing this. Sweet. All right. So, like I said, the tiny piles won't come in fast enough where it's going to make a difference. Okay, now I need to not have this be here anymore. Well, sorry, you guys are just going to have to back stuff. That's unfortunate, but whatever. Okay, so now that we have the tiny piles, and like I said, I'll add to this as necessary. And now that we have those with somewhere to go, we need to give them someplace to go officially. And we are going to go ahead and do the magic part of this. Which, you know, auto crafting tables that craft without you having to tell them anything, yeah, that's magic in my book, so. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and build an infernal furnace. The infernal furnace will actually process these things without giving me any troubles. So we're going to need, for a 12 nether brick, and then we're going to need 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yep, we're going to need 12 nether brick, 12 obsidian, a bucket of lava. Max, you got a bucket of lava handy?
Bucket of Java? No. Bottom, bottom right of the machine chest is your widgets.
Cool. And then some obsidian. Whoops. Well, I guess I've got plenty of obsidian then.
You need a bucket of Java?
I'm going to, yes. Alright, so that, and that, followed by that. Whoops. I've got a headache. Why? Because I keep hitting my head. Alright, so then I'm fairly certain this goes up all the way. I'll have to look at this again to be safe, but and then that and that. Actually, let me look at that again. I always build it in layers, but now I'm going to try to build it from front to back because brilliant.
Bottom right of the machine chest.
So yes, that actually works just fine. That goes there and there. There. Goes there and there. The top stays open, which I'll have to deal with in a minute. Alrighty, and then... Right, this goes here and here, here and here. Then I will need a block of obsidian there. And I should need... You said there's a... Ah, thank you. That... Oh, I'll need my wand. Please tell me... Oh, good, I charged them. For a second I was like, did I charge these things? I don't know. Alright, and we're going to need a iron bar. And I think that will be all I need now. Hopefully I won't get lava everywhere. Alright. Bucket of lava. Iron bar. And I should be able to smack it with the wand. Boom, baby! That was easy. Okay, so now that we got that part done, we're going to need to make some Oh. Crap!
That didn't sound good.
I forgot that the bellows go on the side of the stupid furnace. I need a bellows on the left and a bellows on the right. There's no space for it with these here. Right. Well, there's a bellows on the bottom and on the back. I can put two, or there's a space for a bellows on the bottom and on the back. In theory, I can hook two in. No, because I think the bellows have to go on the side. Crud. YouTube, hang on a minute. Let me figure this out. All right, we're back. I like where it is so much that I'm just gonna leave it with only 2 bellows. In theory, the one on the bottom won't actually attach, but we're gonna try. So I'm gonna need to make 2 arcane bellows, which is these things usually were leather. Oh, living wood slab, leather, and a rune of air. Living wood slab. Okay, I can work with this. I should be able to do this. I think I even have runes of air. Because I think I made a set of... Yes, I do. Nice. Alright, how about... Yep, there's the living wood. I need 2 sets, so I should be able to do this. Like that. And then the leather's upstairs. I think we'll be okay with this. If I can figure out where I'm going. Let there be leather. Alright, so that goes there and there. Rune of air and leather. And an extra rune of air, because why not? Alright, and... Oh, wait, before I go too far, what else was it? Great wood and air shards, all down... Wait, is that great? Yeah, great wood. That's fine. I've got all that down here. 2, 4 air shards, and... Oh, I don't have the great wood. How do I not have great wood?
Oh, for sure there was great wood in that chest.
We have a barrel of great wood. We just don't have any planks.
There's some great wood planks right here, 36.
Are they... Really?
Great wood planks, top rows.
Booyah!
Top right.
Nice. Thank you, Max.
You bet.
Alright. Oh, I'm gonna need Java barrels.
How many?
7 Java barrels, and they're gonna need to be upgraded to the gills.
The gills?
Like I want them to hold. I want them to be able to hold all the metals you're gonna make. With the box.
Impossible.
Yes, exactly. It's impossible. Alright, so like that. Booyah! Nice. Alright, now the theory is that these are probably actually not going to attach on the bottom. I know it'll attach on the back. But I don't think when we hook this in on the bottom right here that it's going to attach. Yeah, it's not showing it attached. I don't think it's actually going to do any difference. But we're going to do it this way anyway because I want to and no one can stop me. Alright, see, because when you place this one, you can actually see right there that it attached to the side. So... we'll just have to deal with it. It'll either be good enough or it won't. Now, as luck might have it, I happened to catch a fire node and I didn't release it. Strangely enough. I don't know why I didn't release it, but I didn't. And I'm actually very happy that I didn't now because I'm going to use it to power the Infernal Furnace. Now, I need to energize this one, and node energization is... Here we go. Node stabilizer and node energizer. Max, I need a redstone comparator if you can make one real quick. And 32, 4 blocks, yes. We're gonna need 2 iron, 4 blocks of redstone, the comparator. We do have blocks of redstone handy, right?
Yes. There's some in the...
redstone. I got it.
Yep.
4 blocks of redstone, 2 pieces of iron, and a nitor. I hope I have the nitor. Are you making the redstone thing for me?
Working on it.
Nice. I want to get this done before we run out of time for the episode. Well, before we run over time on the episode. I've noticed that my Pandemicraft episodes tend to try to run over. Do I have nitor? Yes, I've got nitor. Excellent.
How many did you need?
Just 1. Now, where do I want to place this? I want it to be visible to where it's doing something. I think I'm going to place it... Actually, you know what? I am. I'm going to place it right here. Yep, that should work. So, let's take this out. Oh, yeah, I've got my inventory clogged up again. Get rid of that, and that to the auto-sorting system. That'll clear up enough space. Alright, so this and that, and I'm going to need another block of redstone to keep this thing turned on. You got it?
Who, me?
Yeah. Is it done?
No.
Oh, okay. Alright, so we're going to put that there. Then we're going to put this here. No, here. Thank you. And then we're going to give it the fire node. And then we're going to smack the fire node with my wand. Like that. Sweet. It is now charged. Not charged. It is stabilized. And here in just a second, if Max will...
Yeah, unfortunately.
What's the problem?
There it is. You know what the problem is. The cheapest thing in the whole recipe I can't find.
What, a redstone torch?
Sticks. Yeah, well, sticks. To make the redstone
Sticks?
torch. Sticks. Did you just grab? You've got your thing on.
Yeah. I'm actually going to fix that here in a minute, because well, I'll probably have to do it in between episodes. There's a Botania flower that when we put it down will make it so that magnets don't work in a certain area around it. I'm going to make a couple of those so that magnets don't work here at the chest area. And because the infernal furnace will have serious issues if the magnets keep pulling stuff out of it instead of letting it, do its thing in process.
There you go.
Nice. Okay, in theory, I won't need a V relay because it's so close at hand.
And they're really great sticks. Well worth the wait.
Not that. How about this? There we go. Oh, I haven't been using... Oh, well. Whatever. Alright, so now we're going to energize this node. And because it's just fire, and the infernal furnace likes fire to make it work faster, we should be able to put that there. It should energize this node. It's working on the energization process. IR English. Alright, and so now we should be able to... I hope this attaches. Yes, it does. Beautiful! And then that there, and that there. So now, in theory, these things should show that they have somewhere to go. Yes! Look at it go! Nice! Okay, so while that's functioning, I don't think this thing's ready yet. I haven't heard it go... I can see where I'm going to have to go get my Thaumcraft stuff on.
I heard that.
Oh, did it do it and I missed it?
Hmm.
Did it go... Oh, yeah, look at that. Look, you see the centiV going in?
Ah. Yep.
Nice. And yep, my magnet is taking up all the stuff. Crap. So instead of going in there and staying in there to be processed, it's actually tossing it at me instead. I don't know, that's actually going pretty quick. So, do you think that's going to be going faster than the dust is produced? I think it is. Okay, so now I don't see any XP. No XP is dropping there. Because you're supposed to get experience from this as well, but... I can never spell vacuum. U-U-M, whatever. Okay, so a hopper, obsidian, and an eye of ender will get us a vacuum hopper. One eye of ender. One piece of obsidian, and I have a hopper on me already, so... Vacuum hopper for the win here. Anything... Now, if I break this block out from under, is it gonna... Will new stuff fall in the hole? Yes, good. So vacuum hopper goes there. So now anything that gets produced there will get sucked into the vacuum hopper. Excellent. And that way we can just... I don't know, well, I don't know if that's going to work or not, but that should be fine. Now underneath there... Well, actually, I don't know. Can we pull directly from the vacuum hopper? That's a good question. YouTube, hang on 1 second. I'm going to chop underneath this thing and run item ducts out from the vacuum hopper up around and into the top here. So just a second, we'll be right back. Alrighty, that wasn't too bad. I'm an idiot because I took the I ran the pipe from the vacuum hopper back around here to have it go back into the furnace, and I was like, wait a second, something's wrong there. Now the one thing I don't know, one thing, is if we can auto output from this vacuum hopper to the pipe, or if we're going to need a chest as a go-between. Yep, apparently, well, actually no. Sometimes you have to replace the pipe before it will recognize that it exists there. Oh yeah, there we go. Okay, so now we should hopefully export. It's being told to export. Why isn't it exporting? It's supposed to export, but it's not going to. Okay, so I need another servo. Servo. No.
Bottom right.
No.
Oh, servos. Never mind.
Now, actually, I don't know. Well, no, we need a servo. Steel. I really want to steal one, but I really shouldn't. That's okay. We'll just make another one real quick. Resonant servo, hardened glass, iron. Yeah, we should be able to do that. We have some more enderium, right?
Down in the chest by the smeltery. Yep.
Yep, we're good. It was right here.
There's some there too.
Yep. Strange as that may sound.
Nope.
Why
Doesn't sound strange
didn't
at
that
all.
work? Because, oh, it's iron nuggets, not enderium nuggets, because brains.
Nuggets.
Okay, iron nuggets. Iron nuggets. Where's the iron nuggets? Do we have any iron nuggets? I'm going to assume we don't.
There's some iron in the chest here.
Indeed.
I think there's some iron in the chest here. Yes.
Oh, really? I just looked in that chest and didn't see it.
Bottom right.
That's fine.
Full stack.
Alright, so now we should be able to put this on here. And whitelist and empty. Booyah, baby. Alright, cool. So that's going to work rather nicely. Now, the only other thing we need to do, because right now we're only dealing with tiny dusts, and we need to deal with non-tiny dusts. We need to deal with the actual big dusts because, like I said, we're going to be putting this in place of this diamond chest. So I want to tell the big dusts to have a place to go as well. So what I need to do now is... Ooh, that could be a problem. Well, I could use a retriever over here. But if I use a retriever, then that's not going to let those... well, no, because those dusts will go in too. So yeah, anything that has a tiny dust will have a big dust section as well. So we can actually do that just like this. Put a retriever here. And for now, we will put it on an empty blacklist. And that should hopefully pull... Okay, so some of these are backstuffed because it doesn't realize that it can put more than one item in at a time. So it's doing it slowly, but it's only because there's a large backlog of these that it's doing this like this. Well, actually, no. What is going on here? Why are those... Quit being backlogged. Did that literally just clear as I was... Oh, this will work. Once it clears the backlog, everything will flow smoothly. I just got to figure out how to make it work otherwise. So let's see. Put this down here, and we should be able to pull this and this. And now that should actually work there. Except for the fact that it's going to do that. Well, actually, that's not a big deal. Yeah. Yeah, that'll keep those from backlogging, but that's still going to be an issue. 1 copper. Oh, wait, I've already got these. So let's put these over here and add this to a whitelist. Make this whitelist that, and that. I don't know what that was that just tried to come down through here. I might change this over, and instead of using the item ducts that are smart about trying to put stuff in an inventory, I might actually take those dusts out of there. Oh wait, look at that. It just took a stack of dusts. Okay, as long as it's going to take stacks of dusts, then this will work just fine. Because it'll put those over here, and then it'll take a stack out and put it over there. Alright, I'm going to have to stay here and watch this for a few minutes and see how it actually functions. And of course, I'm going to manually take all these tiny piles and shrink them down. And then we'll come back next episode. Hopefully this will continue to work. If I have to make any alterations to it, I'll let you know. But that should be all functional. So until next time, this is Jeronitis signing off on episode 16 of Pandemicraft Season 4. Give me a like and subscribe, please. I'd appreciate it. And as always, help spread the gaming.